Hello, I am ready to talk about 2023 and the card readings that I did um, just after Christmas or around Christmas. I took my time and I didn't publish anything until now because there was a definite backward energy for nearly 3 weeks or almost a month. But now that's over and it's new moon. I've had some time to think over and over again the message of the cards. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm just looking over at the cards. They're right here. So my first question was to connect to the genitals and actually zoom out and then see what they see. And the first thing that they saw was toxicity and also a feeling of being uninvited. And then the card that came out was listening. So, listening with your genitals, listening with our vaginas and our penises, basically. Um, Listening to what is being said or not said, listening for the pause or the intervals between noises and sounds, or listening for their guidance. Is there something we want to do? Is there something we don't want to do? Just basically listening to our genitals. Um, if you are kind of like sensitive and spiritual, that's going to be a really good guidance for you. The next thing that I checked in with was the heart, like the normal human heart that is right here between the chest. It's like the inner child, the emotions, sometimes even the ego, all blind spots, all hiding spots. Everything is around this area here. Now, collectively, we have been moving away from the head and getting more into our bodies. And that's the whole idea of, be physically well, do lots of exercises so we can balance the mental with the body, the physical, getting into our body and then being more grounded and more centered around the heart. But my question was, like, how are we going to serve the heart this year? With what? And the card that came out has everything to do with income. So I got this one, which is my income is constantly increasing, or I am worthy of prosperity and abundance. It's a simple affirmation. I know many of us are already on the way to this. But since there's going to be the divide between like wealthy and not so wealthy, I think having an affirmation like this is useful. Something to repeat to your inner child. Obviously, we have to do the work and we have to be proactive. That's fine. But again, include income as part of your affirmations this year and reassure your inner child that your income will be constantly increasing. Then I felt like moving higher, and that means going above my head, above our head. So I was kind of taken into the cosmos and connected deeper to the cosmic heart. The cosmic heart and then the planet. So I asked for one card for this year that is going to kind of summarize the general energy. And I got imagination. Um, Definitely room to be imaginative, to allow ourselves to go beyond and imagine even deeper, even more the stuff that we want or we desire, like a sense of exaggeration, if you like, but imagination has to kick in. We have room to be imaginative. We have room to listen to the most crazy stuff that are being intuited to us, or the most subtle stuff. The card basically says, do not discount your imagination, for it has great power. Amazing things will unfold for you if you pay attention to your imagination. Respect and honor it, for just below the surface of this seemingly real world, there exists a dreamlike world full of imagination. What you imagine is not fiction. Very often, it can be the beginning of a wonderful new creation. Yeah, we're just going to continue to create our new world and new realities from the heart. And so amazing intuitive messages are just as real as what you see outside in the physical. Imagine, as in the word, the name. You know, there's people called Imogen or Imagine. So the possibility is there. It's a beautiful vibration for this year. I think imagination is amazing. And my last question was, where do we have to go in order to connect to the stillness, in order to connect to that like wholesome feeling? And actually, my card said that we need to go to the mountains. So I got a picture of this village. It's called Bansko. And it's right in the Rhodope and Pirin mountains in Bulgaria. But if you don't live in Bulgaria, obviously any mountains will do. And if you don't have mountains, just anywhere that is like above sea level, kind of like rise up to some higher place. And then you're going to get more inspired thoughts. So to summarize, we want to be asking ourselves, what do you want to hear? Like if we're going to be listening with our genitals, then the question is, what do you actually want to hear? And when you get clear on that, repeat it, affirm it all the time. Then comes the affirmation of my income is constantly increasing, which will basically give you a little bit of inclusion. Money is a big thing. Everyone's kind of worried. Money has to do something and move around and stuff. So it's actually useful to connect money and heart. That's essentially the message of this. Make sure money belongs to your heart energy and heart center. And then imagination, right? A lot of us are intuitively hearing things and knowing things out of the blue. And I think the weight of that card is basically to remind us that it doesn't have to be real just out in the physical, but inside, like receiving different insights are also just as real. That's essentially imagination. And go higher to the mountains. Climb a hill, climb a peak, take a holiday. Just make sure you find a way to go in nature, but the kind of nature that takes you into a higher place, like somewhere up high. I think 2023 would be a very colorful year. Yeah, it's going to be colorful. It's going to be full on, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to make a little write-up about this and post it on my website. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I should be back with some more readings soon. And thank you for watching.